In this lesson, I'll show you how to create your first shipping plan. So go to Inventory and then Manage Inventory, and you should see your product here. And go ahead and click on the drop down here next to Edit, and you're going to click on Send/Replenish Inventory. Okay, so again, we went to Inventory, Manage Inventory, the row that has our product, we clicked on the drop down button next to Edit, and we click on Send/Replenish Inventory. Once you click on Send/Replenish Inventory, it'll bring up a page like this, and some of you may have seen this page immediately after you initially set up your product listing, but remember I told you not to concern yourselves with this at that time. So now we're going to create our first shipping plan. So here you want to make sure it says create a new shipping plan. The ship from address should be your supplier's address. So if you have an invoice from your supplier, you should have this address on it, or if you don't have it anywhere, just ask them for the address from where they're going to be shipping this. Shipping your inventory, and you can easily change the address that you see here by clicking on ship from another address. Then the packing type, individual products versus case packed products. If you want more information, you can actually click on what's this and it'll actually show you what they're talking about. So as it says here, individual products basically means that if your boxes have different SKUs, meaning different products, then that's when you would select individual product. But for pretty much everyone, every student that's taking this course, obviously you're going to be going with one product, and every box is only going to have that one product, multiple amounts of that one product. So you're going to go ahead and select case packed products. Okay, so go ahead and click on case packed products and then click on continue to shipping plan. Okay, so once that's done, again, you should just verify that the ship from address is correct here. The marketplace destination is US, okay? The packing type is case packed products. Okay, great. So then we scroll down and we see that we have to enter the package dimensions, okay? So this is important that you're gonna, in this slot here, you're gonna put the dimensions of your product. Okay, so if you don't have this yourself, you're going to have to request this from your supplier. You need the package dimension, so however big your packaging is. So this doesn't refer to the product, this doesn't refer to the shipping box, this actually refers to the packaging. So if your product is, for example, a cookie cutter, you're not going to take the dimensions of the cookie cutter or the container that it's in. You're rather going to take the packaging, the box, the small box, the packaging that it's in. Those are the dimensions you need. Okay, so go ahead and get that from your supplier if you don't already have that, and enter it in here. Okay, once you enter the dimensions here, make sure that they're correct and you click save, then it'll disappear. So now it has saved those dimensions for this product in your Seller Central account. So now what you need to do, you also need this information from your supplier, how many cases there are and how many units per case there are. Cases refers to the boxes, so the containers in which they're going to ship your products. So for example, for my first order that I had ever done, I had 5 boxes that had 100 units each, and I had a total of 500 boxes. Okay, so you can put the number of cases. If it was 5 in my case and I had 100 units in each one, that's what I would put here. And then of course it computes that and it puts the total number of units right here. Okay, so go ahead and do that as well. If you don't have this information, again, you need to get that from your supplier. And it's very important that all of this information is correct, not only the packaging details that we entered just a minute ago, but also the units and the cases, and all these numbers are very important because they need to match what the actual amounts are so that there's no confusion when your products get to Amazon FBA. If everything is accurate, if everything is correct, then it will really limit the delay time for your products to get up and selling on Amazon. Okay, so once all this stuff is entered, go ahead and click on continue. And now you're on the second step, prepare products. So here is where you're going to just click on continue. Okay, so there's nothing to do here. It's just some text. So go ahead and click on continue. And here is where you are going to select whether you want to apply the labels, meaning the FNSKU labels, to each product, to each of your units. if you're going to do it yourself or you want Amazon to do it. As I mentioned, if you have Amazon do it, I believe they charge 20 cents per unit. It's much easier, and I recommend having your supplier put those FNSKU stickers on each individual product, because suppliers generally charge maybe 5 cents per unit. So you're going to be saving 15 cents per unit if you do that. So leave this as merchant. Okay, so who labels, leave it as merchant and don't select Amazon. And of course, the number of labels to print would be the exact number of units that you have. And in a previous lesson, we already discussed a quick way to print the labels, for your products, the 500. This is the secondary, longer way to do it when you're creating a shipping plan, which we're doing right now. But again, the shorter way is in another lesson on how you can generate the UPC labels or the FNSKU labels for your product. Okay. But if you haven't done that yet, you can go ahead and print the labels for this page here. Leave this as is, 30 up labels, and print labels for this page. It'll generate a PDF that you can send to your supplier so that they can apply those stickers on each of those units that you have. Then click on continue. And now we're going to review shipments. So we're on this step here now. And you can see that basically Amazon is telling me that I have one type of product. I have 5 cases, 500 total units, and it's going to ship to this warehouse. Okay, so now Amazon is telling me that all 5 of my boxes will go to this warehouse. So I can view the shipment contents. Basically, this shows me just the general details that I've already entered. So this looks good to me. So I'm going to go ahead and click on approve shipment. Okay, so once I clicked on approve shipment, it basically generated this page, and now I need to click on work on shipment. When I click on work on shipment, I'm at this step now, prepare shipment, and I scroll down, and here is where you want to select your shipping service. Okay, so you're going to basically select small parcel delivery, SPD, here under number 2. Okay, you're going to select SPD. Here, other carrier, you can basically ask your supplier which of these carriers they're going to be using. Generally, they use DHL, but they may be using something else, so just ask them what they're going to be using. And then shipment packing. This is where you're going to generate your shipping box labels, box shipping labels. Okay, this is very important because this is what you're going to send to your supplier. Okay, so once you make sure that you've selected SPD and your other carrier is whatever your supplier is going to be using, scroll down, and under shipment packing, here is where you are going to put the number of boxes that your supplier will be sending to Amazon FBA. So for example, in my case, I have 5 boxes with 100 units each, so that's 500 total units. So I'm going to put the number 5 here, and whatever number you enter here, once you do that, click on set number of boxes, and it'll basically generate this down here. Okay, now what's important here is that you don't have to enter this stuff, the box weight and the box dimensions. You don't have to enter any of this. As it says, box dimensions, weight and dimensions are optional, so you don't need to enter this stuff. All you needed to do, the reason you wanted to do this, set number of boxes to the correct number, is because when you scroll down now and you click on print box labels, the number of boxes here is correct. It is as it should be. Okay, so this is where you're going to print the labels, or download rather, the PDF that's going to have the box labels that you're going to send to your supplier. These labels, these are the shipping box labels that your supplier will put on the outside of each box, each shipping box. Okay, it's very clear, or it's very important that you understand what that means. So again, an FNSKU label is a label that goes on every individual unit. So if you have 500 units of inventory, you would have 500 FNSKU labels. Whereas with shipping box labels, it refers to the labels that go on the outside of each box. So if I have 500 units and there are 100 units in 5 boxes that will be shipped to Amazon FBA, I need 5 box labels, which is why I have the number of boxes as 5. And when I click on print box labels, it basically just downloaded a PDF that I'll bring up right now that has 5 different box labels. So here's the downloaded PDF, and as you can see, this is one of them. And if I scroll down, this is the second one and the third one and so on and so forth that has 5 pages. All you need to do is send this file, this downloaded file, to your supplier. Okay, so this, as you can see, has the delivery address. It also has the from address, or where it's being sent from, which should be the address of your supplier, and it has the barcode, and this is the barcode that Amazon FBA will scan to know whose shipment it is and to identify it properly. Okay, and that's it. So that's how you generate and download the box shipping labels that you need to send to your supplier, that, again, very important, that go on the outside of your boxes, your shipping boxes. And then once you print those, then you can click on complete shipment and you're done. Okay, so then what Amazon will do once you click on complete shipment is that it'll say that, shipment on the way, or whatever, that it's in progress. And when they actually receive those boxes, that inventory from your supplier, it's delivered to Amazon FBA in their warehouse. Then when they scan it and they check it in, then you'll get that update that, hey, your inventory is now up, it's available, and you can begin selling on Amazon.